Traditional games have been a valuable part of cultural and social heritage that have been passed on from one generation to another. For children, traditional Portuguese games play a fundamental role in their lives. They were designed so that children are able to develop their skills, such as cooperating in gameplay, following guidelines and rules, mastering movements, and gaining knowledge of how games are won and lost. Surprisingly, some of Portuguese traditional games are actually similar with Indonesia's traditional games. This shows that the Portuguese influenced Indonesia's culture in recreational activities. Here are some Portuguese traditional games that you should know. Jogo da Malha. This game is a lot like the American game of horseshoe, and not surprisingly, it has the same historical origins. When the ancient Romans began shoeing their horses, what was left over was used for gaming. In Portugal, actual horseshoes aren't used anymore. The game is played with metal plates or discs on a long dirt court. The objective is to knock down the metal stake at the other end of the pitch once all these are thrown. Cabra Cega or the Blind Goat game. In this game, one of the players is going to be designated as the blind goat. He's going to be blindfolded and pushed around by the other players till he or she manages to catch one of them. The next step is to figure out who that is by touching their face or their clothing. The player caught by the goat then becomes the blind goat. The Portuguese variation has a chant that goes with it, which must be said as the blind goat is spun around. The chant demands bread and wine from the blind goat, who must of course say no. Corrida de Sacos, also known as sack race or balap karung in Indonesia, is a competitive game in which participants place both of their legs inside a sack that reaches their waist or even neck, and hop forward from a starting point towards the finish line. The first person to cross the finish line is the winner of the race. Sack racing is traditionally seen as an activity for children, but people of any age can compete. In Indonesia, this game is mostly played during the celebration of the Independence Day. Jogo das Andas, also known as stilts or enggrang in Indonesia, is a traditional plaything made of bamboo rods with a length of approximately 2.5 meters and approximately 50 centimeters from the bottom, which requires skill and balance of the body to ride on. The stilts game can be played anywhere as long as it is played on the ground. In Indonesia, stilts are also usually played or competed during the commemoration of the Independence Day. Jogo da Makaka or Hopscotch. To play this game, all you need is a bit of chalk to draw in the pavement and a little pebble or rock as a marker to toss. First thing you need to do is draw a traditional hopscotch diagram just like this. Next, you throw the pebble or rock into the first square. Hop on one foot into the first empty square and then every subsequent empty square. Be sure to skip the one your marker is on. At the pairs of 4 to 5 and 7 to 8, you need to jump with both feet. At 10, hop with both feet, turn around and head back towards the start. When you reach the marked square again, pick up the marker, still on one foot, and complete the course. If you finish without any mistake, pass the marker to the next player. On your next turn, throw the marker to the next number. But if you fall, jump outside the lines, or miss a square or the marker, you lose your turn and must repeat the same number on your next turn. Whoever reaches 10 first wins. Do you know any other Portuguese games that had influenced Indonesia's culture?